All right, what it do? It's your girl Empress 777 here today. This is going to be a finance and career message for the collective. If you're new here, hello, welcome. What's up? Take a look around, okay? I do upload quite often. I will start uploading for the collective a little bit more often as well, but I just got the need to do this intuitively. So holy angels and spirit guides, give me clear, concise messages for my collective. Any sign, okay? Finance and career message. Give us exactly what we need to know. The energy felt extremely heavy weight-wise, okay, around the finances in the meditation. I did not get a negative sense from that. It just feels like a lot is on the line. So you may be working on something extremely important. You may be going towards something that you've never done before, or anybody else that you know personally, right? This might be huge, a huge decision at hand. So it felt extremely heavy in weight where this was going, but I do feel like it's going to pay off, right? The overwhelming feelings of failure, right? Now listen, y'all, when it comes to negativity and negative thinking, that all of that stuff is low vibrational. So whether we're talking about love, finances, relationships in general, career, money, whatever it is that you're talking about, if you have a negative aspect or perception towards it, then negativity can only harvest from those thoughts, right? That's law of attraction. So we have, hostility, see, conflict and unrest. Didn't I say that? It felt extremely heavy. Now, if you are conflicted in the direction that you want to go, or if you feel stagnant where you have been and you feel like there has to be more to this, the unrest might be coming from not knowing which direction to go towards, right? She's in front of a moon. So the moon signifies lack of clarity. You're in the darkness. I feel as though you are relying too much on your own senses. What are you talking about, girl? I feel like you're relying too much on your own thought processes, on your own life's experiences. I feel as though you may need to tap into something way higher than yourself. Hello. Okay. The last finance message that I did signify partnering up with spirit, and I definitely feel that very much so in this reading as well. I feel like you have not gotten to that point yet to incorporate your finances into your spirituality, or not enough anyway, in order to remove some of this anxiety is what it really looks like, okay? Conflict. You may also be in conflict with another person in reference to money. These could be people who owe you money. Okay, this could also be people who are trying to block you, right? These are blockers trying to block your money, trying to either steal your ideas or, tarnish your reputation when you're trying to be promoted or trying to secure an investor. Anything of the sort. There's somebody who is acting as a blockage for some of you. Okay, just only take that if it resonates, but ultimately hostilities. For that to be the first card that comes out, there really needs to be some work done here so there's not a missed opportunity, okay? So we have sacred gratitude, I told you. See? Reverent appreciation and prayer. So I don't know what your prayer callings are like now, but I feel like you need to amp those up a little bit. There's nothing wrong with asking for anything that you want, right? It's so taboo to think, oh, you don't want to just go to the divine or God or the universe asking for something all the time. But let's just be realistic about things. There is a particular goal that you've had in mind up until now, and you've come to a crossroads where you can no longer hold this yourself. You can no longer carry on with this and still expect to be successful. You can't do it alone. Okay. Wow. See, we have death to rebirth. So I feel like your perspective and your relationship with money is about to change completely. That may also be where the hostilities and the conflict is coming at play. When changes come about, that shit can be difficult, right? Overwhelming even, especially if you've been used to a certain schedule, used to doing things a certain way. If your budget has to change for whatever reason, if you have to sacrifice more than you expected. I mean, that conflict can really come from anywhere, but I feel like you being obedient and actually listening to that, okay, because it really is free will. You don't have to decide to listen to whatever change this is. It's going to help you get out of this feeling of unrest. It definitely feels like you have two avenues that you can go towards. One is going to be a lot more abundant, way quicker than the other. Okay, so it's truly up to you, but ultimately this does feel like a path that is going from darkness to light. Okay, we already said that you were in the darkness, so you can't make it up, right? There's a moon in this card. Okay, so being in the darkness, definitely there's a lack of clarity. Something just is not right. You can't really catch your footing. You can't really see where you're going. You can't see the path ahead. That can most certainly create unrest because you don't know which move to make next. And your next move should always be your best move, right? So I get it. This is definitely about relinquishing control and putting your faith in a higher power, something higher than yourself, okay? Let's see here. I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards. This is the Finance Oracle deck. Let's see what Spirit has to say in reference to this path moving forward. Ooh, manifesting. See? And I feel like your manifestations are elevating. Do you understand? This is why it's calling on you to lean on a higher power, a higher source, something way bigger than yourself or bigger than any other human. You can't partner up with another human being such as yourself. This is going to take something way bigger, someone way more influential. And who's way more influential than God, than the universe, the person that created all of this shit, okay? That's what this is about. It says you have all the tools you need to increase your income. It says good fortune is coming soon. I told you. I told you. Even if you don't feel it just yet, you're going to be met with a decision. It also says an opportunity may come to you where you can showcase your talent. I feel that as well. For some of you, these may be talents that you don't even look at as talents just yet. Okay? It's just something that you do naturally. It'll surprise you that you can actually make money from this shit. Right? That you can actually turn it into a multi-billion-dollar business or some shit. Like, seriously. But I feel as though those thoughts won't come to the forefront of actually manifesting this until you partner up with a higher source, with the higher source. So we have the Ace of Cups that has popped out. That is huge, especially right next to this Death and Rebirth card. This card is in the darkness, but the light is coming from all of the gifts and jewels being given. So this is the hugest offer of all. I feel like this is the divine directly offering you this gift because of sacrifices that you've made up until now. Okay, you have sacrificed. This may also be like this may also be why you're in like that conflicting energy and unrest, because it's like when is it my turn, right? When is it going to be manifested already? You may feel like you've been working at this for an extremely long time, or at least trying to get on the same vibrational wavelength as what you're trying to manifest. But I feel like it's right over the brink of this next cycle. It says new beginnings. I feel like you are still at the first stages for some of you, but abundance is inevitable. Okay, this is about the birth of a career, the birth of a business, investing in something that has not taken off just yet, and you being at the forefront or a pioneer of a huge combustment of abundance in a business. Okay. So I feel as though this has taken a lot of your energy. It will take a lot of your focus to really hone in and nurture this. So you may have to really tap into other sources of filling your own cup. Does that make sense? Focusing on this so much may deplete you. So be sure that you're filling your own cup emotionally, mentally, physically, getting enough sleep, nurturing relationships and connections enough. It's going to take a true balance between all aspects of your life in order for you to still feel grounded. That is not impossible, but it would be way more difficult if you try to do this alone. That's what I heard. Okay. So that's definitely the divine raising its hand like, pick me, pick me. You know, I know the answer. Let me help you. Okay. So what are they trying to teach you? We have 7 of Wands. This is about boundaries. Okay. People try to guilt trip you into not having boundaries or into not bending at their will. You know, people feel like they can request whatever they want from you. This is a finance message, but we can just talk in general, right? Even when it comes to finances. Okay. People feel like you're a never-ending well. You are the genie in the bottle. You may be the one in your family who holds shit together, who everybody calls to borrow money, etc., etc. Not creating boundaries now is definitely going to stagnate this journey. You have the Ace of Cups here. So I don't know one person who wouldn't want to partake of this and ask and ask and ask for some more and tell their best friend that you got some over there and then tell their mama that you got leftovers and just continuously ask until that cup is empty. So be very careful of leeches and people who are only around for the benefit of what they can get out of you, especially monetarily. These are individuals who only call to ask you to borrow money, who only call to ask you to buy them something, who only call if they need you to come to a charity event and be a sponsor or some shit, right? They never call just to see how you're doing. And that, my friend, is a boundary that should not be crossed, especially not during this important time, because you're already going to be spending and really using up so much energy towards this goal here with the divine. So the last thing you need is a couple leeches coming to suck off the last bit of your energy that you have left. Standing your ground, being able to say no. No is not a question. No is a sentence. Period. You do not have to explain yourself. Okay? I know it's hard to say no to certain people in our lives, but that is a necessary boundary that you need if you're going into a more boss-like position. Hello, somebody. That's CEO, COO type of energy. You have to be able to say no, regardless of if it hurts someone's feelings or not. Okay, this is business. It's not personal. And I'm trying to grow and build some shit for my family, for my lineage. I can't continuously pour into you. And these are definitely, if this is your story, people who have continuously asked. You have helped them before. And you always do. Whenever they come running, there you are. And let's ask one simple question. Would you be able to do the same to them? I bet you it's a no. That's a hell no. That's a hell to the no, no, no. It's a no. So the same people calling on you, you would never be able to do that to them. So this is why these boundaries are of the utmost importance. Okay? They will try to challenge you because in the past, you've always been the one to come through. Pay the rent, pay the light bill, you know what I'm saying? So they fuck off their money on bags and shit, on shoes, you know what I'm saying? They like, you know what? I'm gonna let such and such and such help me pay my car note, help me pay my rent. I won't be in a shelter. I'm just gonna spend this money on some Krispy Kreme or some shit. You see what I'm saying? And then here they come calling you out of desperation, but it's not real. It's not real desperation, you guys. These are not people who, are in financial hardship. They choose to be in financial hardship by using their money in other places. And then when it comes to the important stuff, they rely on you to help preserve them in life. Wow. Where is this going? What is happening here? All right. So let's just get one more tarot here, and I'm going to go on over to the extended. These are lessons from the divine to you in reference to your finances, especially into this next cycle that you've been trying to manifest for a long time. These lessons are very important so that you're not waiting even longer. We have the 8 of Wands. See? fast movement. You see, I feel like you're ready for this shit to start going already. You're ready for this shit to blow up already. You're ready to start seeing a return in your investment already. A profit finally, without having to, you know, place money into it. I feel as though there will be a sudden change at this rebirth. We have birth come out twice here. So I feel like you are going into a completely different cycle financially. It will only build and get better from here. This is also why you will definitely need to make sure those boundaries have guards, okay? 24/7. With the AKs ready for whoever want a piece, because people will try you, okay? Let's just be very clear. You have a lot to give, but it's not to be given freely. I do like the energy though, but it's just a couple of little slight warnings here. And these may also be blockages that are stagnating this manifestation from coming to fruition like immediately. Cause I feel like it's like right there. You can almost touch it, but there's just a few little tweaks and then boom. Milk and honey. And so that is where you're trying to get. So let's head on over to the extended. I want to see what sacrifices might need to be made in order for you to reach these goals quicker. Okay, how can we speed up momentum towards what you were promised? This is a contract between you and the divine. Okay, I also want to see, are you currently on the correct path to reach your highest potential financially and in your career successfully? If you're not, we will also look at to see what you need to do to get back in alignment. I want to take a look and see what potential careers, hobbies, talents, or investments might the universe use as a catalyst for financial freedom. We'll take a look and see what your evolution in finances looks like in the near future, only the good things, and then we'll take a look at some advice from Spirit on what your next move needs to be in order to ensure success in this next cycle, okay? So come on over with me, click that like button first though. Also click the subscribe button and let's go on over to the extended. We're gonna really dig into this and get some answers for you. It's gonna be linked down below in the description box and I'll see you over there.